Hi, this is B from Sorcery Soap, and today we're going to make soap coffee beans. These are real coffee beans. These are soap coffee beans. Okay, so coffee beans I think are pretty easy to make, and all you need is a little bit of brown. Doesn't matter what color. Coffee comes in lots of different colors. But when I first started to do soap, I used to put actual like things on top of my soap, and I realized that that's probably not ideal, because when I first started to make soap, my soaps weren't selling very fast, and so I was going to have to hold on to them for a while. And so dried fruits, dried flowers and coffee and stuff like that, it just didn't seem like a smart thing to do. So then I thought, oh, what if I just make them in soap, and then it won't matter, because then they can be, there's nothing botanical on there that's going to go bad. So put these up here just to see. Now, if you really want to make them literal, I personally don't want to make them literal. You could fill that little center in with stuff and make it all like irregular. But we're just going to make the impression of a coffee bean. So these are the ones that you can hear. Those are the ones that are cured. And here is, I just happen to have this very same color. And I wanted to show you how to do this really quickly, because these are a fun one to do, and coffee fragrance seem to be pretty regular in soap. Just take it and make a little bean out of it. You don't even need a mold for these. So I have a damp cloth right here that I wipe my hands on, and I was going to show you something else. So I have you can see nothing, but my hands are really clean. And so when I do this and I touch my soap, it makes it shiny. Now, ideally, I'd want this to dry just a bit, so then I don't mash it again like I just did. But I wanted to give you that idea, because shiny is nice too. Okay. There. They don't have to be perfect, because these guys aren't perfect. See? Okay, let's make a couple more. And these are pretty fun, like if you're not doing anything in the evening. Oh, as if any of us don't do anything in the evening, but just to sit down and make a couple of these while you're maybe watching a movie or something. You don't have to stay super focused to do these. It just keeps your fingers nimble, and it keeps you in the sort of at your soap craft. And you can see how long it's taken me to do these. So it'll take you a minute to do, enough for the top of a soap, but you don't have to think real hard about them. And they're a good little thing to get started with, like a little decoration, a little embellishment on your soap to get started with. And you don't, like I said, you don't need a mold, so there you go. So then this one right here. So this is the tool I use, but you could use something like this too. Okay, something like this end too. These two are a little bit different. So put this one down here, and I like them to have a flat side. See how these are flat on one side and then they're not on the other? These are pretty dark too, by the way. So, I mean, coffee comes in lots of different colors. And then just let them dry a bit, and then put that line inside of it to give the implication, the impression of it, obviously. And then these can be sprinkled over top, and then you don't have to place them. So however they land is however they land on top of your soap. And then, You don't have to worry about, oh, I made a mistake. So it makes it to be a more fun and easier soap to do. And so with these though, my one suggestion with these little coffee beans is to make a bunch of them like this and then go back and put the lines in them after you've sort of made the flat spot on them, because they'll be a little firmer and you won't get drag marks. So if I do this and just press into it, that looks fine. If I do this, I could get those drag marks in them. And the drag marks are kind of what give it away. You know, we don't want the drag marks in there. We want it to be, and so I could make it a little wet. I put a little water on there too. And that doesn't always work. It depends on where it's at. So anyway, I hope that helps for your coffee bean soap. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.